Boomer Sooner, everybody. How was everyone's OU bye week? Mine was pretty good. Got to enjoy some good college football over the weekend, and so there's that. All right, well, bye week's done. Means we hopefully will have games from now till December. The first weekend in December at AT&T Stadium. But conference play continues first before we even get to December against the Cyclones of Iowa State, which brings us to our Sooner Stumper, which Iowa State coach was an assistant to Barry Switzer before becoming the Iowa State head coach. Here's a hint for you. He was an assistant here at Oklahoma from 73 to 78 before accepting the position at Ames from 79 to 1982 at Iowa State. Came back to Oklahoma as the athletic director from 1986 to 1996. Who was this certain individual? Find out who it was. Plus, we'll break down all you need to know about Oklahoma, Iowa State this weekend. Coming up next, Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away! Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Harry James. The Sooner Stumper is named the Barry Switzer assistant that later became the head coach in Ames. That coach and later OU athletic director, Donnie Duncan, was the certain individual for the Sooner Stumper. The rest of it, well, it's pretty simple. Well, the where is Norman, Oklahoma. We're back home this weekend, boys and girls. The who is Iowa State, who Oklahoma actually has beaten plenty of times over the years. In fact, they have a 74-5-2 record over the Cyclones. That's an 88% winning percentage. And the best games in the series, Oklahoma won only in Ames by 10 points last year in 2016, or 2 years ago in 2016. 34-24 in Ames last year in 2016. The biggest win for Oklahoma was probably in 2010. By the way, we also won the Big 12 that year. We got all over them Cyclones. 52-0 in Norman. The 2017 version is set for Saturday, October the 2nd, 2017. In case you didn't know, tickets. Tickets. Plenty of these still probably available on the internet, StubHub and those kind of places. If they are, what you'll need to know is right there. Let's get it out for you. Right there, it says section. You got to know what section you're in this week because there is Stripe the Stadium Day at Oklahoma. If you're in the odd sections, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, all the way up to however many it goes. Like I'm in 19, so I'll be wearing white. But the people in 20, and even the even sections will be wearing red or crimson, if you will. Also in red or crimson, whichever one you prefer, will be the student section. The game itself, like if you're out in Florida or New York and watching, you can watch it on Fox National at 11 a.m. And the national broadcasters, now we don't know this for certain. My fingers are crossed for this is who it is because it would be awesome to welcome him home. But Tim Brando is the play-by-play man. Would be the cool part. Spencer Tillman. It'd be awesome if he could do the color analyzing, and I think he will. They try to switch it up to where, and I think Brady and those guys on Fox Sports have already called a game, and they're not going to bring in the national crew to call this game. So it will probably be the former Sooner Spencer Tillman, and that means that Holly Saunders will be on the sidelines. Or you can listen to the For Sure broadcast team. My good buddy, Toby Rowland on play-by-play, Merv Johnson on color, and on the sidelines, Chris Plank from Sports Talk 1400, Teddy Lehman from Sports Talk 1400, and Rufus Alexander, formerly of Franchise OK, 1077 and 1079 in Tulsa. Football pregame remotes. The Coach's Cabana at Louis brings you the game from the coach's perspective. Mark Rogers is your host, and your other two hosts for this show, the coach, Barry Switzer, and running the offense, Thomas Lott, the former OU quarterback. That goes on during the game, so if you want to come on and you don't have a ticket, but you still want to head down to Norman, go ahead. Just walk to Louis on the campus corner. But what about before the game, though? Well, there's this. There's the official OU tailgate party across the street from McCaslin Fieldhouse, Sooner Fan Fest. Toby, Planker, Teddy, Rufus, all those guys are out there doing the official OU football pregame show. From there, there's all kinds of food trucks and all kinds of stuff for the kids to do. There's a big screen TV, all kinds of fun stuff. Or you can stay right there on the corner of Campus and Corner, on Campus Corner. Sports Talk 1400 is at Campus Corner. They are across the street from O'Connell's in Norman, Balfour. In front of O'Connell's is the WWLS sports animal booth. But the big booth that I like, and I really hang out at, the corner of White and Asp, it is the Hertz Donuts parking lot. It's right there. They got all kinds of good stuff. Cornhole. They got your alcohol, your beer. They remote from there. They have the big screens for game day, so you can watch game day. All of it right there at the Hertz Donuts parking lot at the corner of White and Asp. Oklahoma football. You can't have an Oklahoma football preview without previewing Oklahoma, can you? No, you can't. Oklahoma this week is up to averaging right at 48 points per ball game, 48.00 points per ball game, and averaging 605.50 yards per ball game for offensively. With Kale and those guys. Mike and his crew, they're not doing too badly either. They are giving up an average of 19.5 points per ball game, and yards allowed per given up, it's still 332.75, which isn't too bad considering. The Oklahoma Sooner head coach is Lincoln Riley. In his first year at Oklahoma, he is a former Texas Tech quarterback. In 2002, accepted his position as a student assistant in 03, 04, and 05. With this being Lincoln's first year at Oklahoma, he has an 0-0 record thus far till the end of the year. But even though his record's 0-0, he's not taking over a bad team. In fact, the team that went 11-2 in overall last year and 9-0 swept it out 9-0 in conference play last year for the Sooners, finishing first in the Big 12. Bowl games, with this being Lincoln's first season, he hasn't been to a bowl game yet, officially as the head coach at Oklahoma. But the pageantry, the history of the Big 12 is not gone. In fact, Big 12 titles still live and kicking. Division titles and regular season conference titles. We'll start with division titles. Oklahoma's got a ton of these, as we already mentioned. 2000, 2002, 2003, 2004, 06, 07, 08, and 2010 are all South Division championships. But you know what? You don't care about the championships. You care about the rings that you get when you win the championships. Well, Oklahoma's got a bunkload of those too. You ready? 2000, 2002, 2004, 2006, 07, 08, 2010, 2012, and the last 2 years, 2015 and 2016, back-to-back Big 12 champs. To get back-to-back, you got to play well, don't you? Well, they are right now at 4-0. They took care of UTEP, University of Texas El Paso, 56-7. They won over second-ranked Ohio State, 31-16 in Columbus. Came back home, grinded, and won a game 56-14 over Tulane. And just the last game out, they grinded one out at Baylor, 49-41 win in Waco. The team that they will be playing, the Iowa State Cyclones. They average 32.75 points per ball game for the Cykes, while the Clones also average 409.00 yards per ball game. And defensively, they allow 24.75 points per ball game, and yards per ball game they allow 379.50 yards per ball game. Trying to turn things around and fix things in Ames is Matt Campbell. He was a Mount Union player from 2009 to 2002. He was also the interim head coach at Toledo in 2011, took over full-time in 2012, and stayed there till 2015. And then 2016, he's at Iowa State to present. Only at those two schools, Toledo and Ohio State, he's got a .528 winning percentage with 28 wins and 25 losses. Is actually 2-0 in bowl appearances. He has the 2011 Military Bowl over Air Force, 42-41. And then beat Arkansas State 63-44 in the GoDaddy.com Bowl in 2015. But last year, he got welcomed to big-time college football in kind of a rough way. 3-9 overall, 2-7 in league play for Iowa State. Bowl appearances, no bowl appearances for Matt Campbell and Iowa State yet. No division titles either in the Big 12. They have tied for a division title. In 2004, they tied with Colorado, did Iowa State. This year, Iowa State is the Deuces, 2-2. And they've been pretty tough losses, by the way. We'll start with a win over Northern Iowa, 42-24. They then lost in Ames, 44-41 to Iowa, rival Iowa, out of the Big Ten. Stayed out of conference play this week, the next week, and got a big win at Akron, 41-14. They then came back home and were humbled again by Texas, 17-10, loss to the Horns. All right, guys, you can find me on Facebook, right here on Facebook, guys. Don't go away. Also, find me Boomer Sooner 1982 on YouTube, and on the Twitter. Thanks to my good buddy Colby Daniels, I changed my Twitter username, but you can still reach me. This time it is at HypeManHarry. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See y'all next week. We'll do that one about the Texas game. Plus, we'll review this game against Iowa State. Until then, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, Boomer Sooner, everybody. Take care. I am out.